In a world where many people struggle to find inner strength, where challenges often cloud our vision and doubts silence our potential, there exists a story so powerful that it reshapes what we think is possible. It is the story of a young girl who stepped into life with brightness and innocence only to be thrust suddenly into a world of complete darkness and total silence. A girl whom the world counted out before she even began. Yet she would rise, not just to survive, but to inspire generations with a level of mental strength that continues to echo through history. This is the extraordinary journey of Helen Keller, journey that proves that true strength is not found in the body, but in the mind, not in what we see or hear, but in what we believe. Her life reminds us that when the world closes its doors, the human spirit can still carve a path through sheer willpower. And today, you're about to step into that unforgettable story, one that will challenge you, awaken you, and remind you that your mind is far more powerful than any obstacle you'll ever face. There are stories that rise above time, stories that stand as monuments to the unbelievable strength hidden in the human mind. But among all these stories, few are as inspiring, as astonishing, and as soul-stirring as the story of a woman who began life locked in silent darkness yet ended up lighting the world for millions. This is a story carved out from the remarkable journey of Helen Keller, a symbol of unshakable mental strength. Imagine being a small child, full of energy, curiosity, and laughter, and then, before your second birthday, an illness sweeps in and steals two of your most essential senses. Helen Keller lost both sight and hearing while she was still a baby. Overnight, her world turned pitch black and silent. No colors, no sounds, no words, no understanding of what life even was. Darkness wasn't just her own hurt, it was her entire existence. Her early years became a storm of frustration. She couldn't communicate. She couldn't understand the people around her. She couldn't express her needs. And because she couldn't see the world, she grew up touching it blindly with her hands, angry, misunderstood, and trapped in her own mind. Many thought she would never learn. Many thought she would never have a normal life. Some even believed she would never be able to think or reason like others. Her world looked hopeless, but mental strength is born not in comfort, but in struggle. At the age of 7, a young teacher named Anne Sullivan walked into Helen's life, but more than a teacher, and became the key to unlocking a mind that had been shut away for years. And this is where Helen's mental strength began to reveal itself, not in the moment she succeeded, but in the way she confronted failure after failure without giving up, and tried to teach Helen the meaning of words by spelling them into her hand. At first, Helen resisted. She didn't understand. She became frustrated. She broke things. She pushed them away. But the teacher held on. And Helen, though she didn't yet realize it, held on too. One day, everything changed. Anne held Helen's hand under a stream of water and spelled WTR into the other palm. Something sparked. Something connected. Something awakened. For the first time, Helen understood that things had names, that communication was possible. It was the first crack of light in a lifelong darkness. And from that moment, Helen Keller's mental strength exploded. She began learning words faster than anyone believed possible. Not just words, concepts, ideas, emotions, thoughts. She devoured knowledge with a hunger that shocked her teachers. Every day she pushed her mind further. Despite the immense barriers of silence and blindness, Helen didn't just catch up with the world, she surpassed it. She learned to read. She learned to write. She learned to speak, something doctors said she would never, ever be able to do. She learned multiple languages. She mastered literature. She wrote books. She traveled. She spoke to audiences. She stood on stages where thousands listened to a voice that almost never existed. And with every step she proved one thing: mental strength is not about what you have, it's about what you're willing to become. Helen Keller became the first deaf-blind person in history to earn a college degree. More than that, she became a global icon, an activist, an author, a humanitarian. A voice for millions who felt trapped, forgotten, or limited by their circumstances. Her mental strength was not the absence of difficulty. It was the relentless decision to rise above it. Helen's story teaches that mental strength is a choice we make every single day. It is waking up when life has knocked us down. It is moving forward when the path disappears. It is believing in possibilities even when everyone else sees limitations. It is fighting for it. Life filled with purpose, even when circumstances scream otherwise. Many people think mental strength means being unbreakable, but Helen Keller's life shows that it truly means being unshakable. No sight, no hearing, no easy path, yet she became a symbol of hope, courage, and resilience for the world. Her life is a reminder that challenges do not define us, our response to them does. And every time Helen Keller pushed through a barrier, every time she refused to surrender, every time she stretched her mind beyond what seemed possible, she became a walking testament that the human spirit is more powerful than any limitation. So if today you are facing a struggle, if you feel surrounded by darkness, if you feel unheard, unseen, or misunderstood, remember this. Someone who lived in complete darkness and silence changed the world with nothing but sheer mental strength. You, too, have that strength within you. You, too, can rise. You, too, can overcome. You, too, can rewrite your story. Helen Keller once said, "Although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of the overcoming of it." Double quotes today. Let her life be the spark that ignites your own courage. Let her story remind you that no matter where you are, no matter what you've lost, no matter how dark or silent things may seem, your mind has the power to transform everything. If Helen Keller could break through walls no one had ever broken, then surely you can break through yours. And if this story has inspired you, encouraged you, or opened your eyes to the power of mental strength, then remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Spread the message. Inspire someone today, because your mind, just like Helen Keller's, is capable of miracles.